Charlani here. Thanks so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to share how I plan out diving into all of our spring cleaning projects. And spoiler alert, we have a ton. I truly believe that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So that is one of the reasons. Now listen, I am a squirrel. When I start one thing, I can bounce all over the place. That is why it is imperative to me to have a game plan, a plan of action, knowing exactly what it is that I am working on. That way I can stay focused and get more done. Being a squirrel and being unorganized, which is kind of my nature, to be honest, that is why planning and scheduling and routines and all of those things are so important to me. And I think that it's something that everybody in life can incorporate and implement little by little, so that when you go to do a project or you go to tackle something that might seem like a really big task, which spring cleaning absolutely can seem like a really big task. And as I look at my list that I'm about to create, I know it's gonna give me a little bit of anxiety, but if I kind of know that I am going into it with a plan, I am going to make sure that I manage my time throughout. That way it won't overwhelm me. And like they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's how we're going to tackle our spring cleaning list. We kind of have two different lists. One is for everything that needs to happen on the inside, which is what I'm gonna focus on first. And then we move into the outside world and we focus on yard work and planting and gardening and all of those fun things. Another thing about me is that I am a squirrel and I can bounce all over the place. And even these last few days, I have gotten a little bit ahead of myself because I'm so excited for spring and all the things that comes with it, that I have been going to nurseries, garden centers, we've been to Lowe's, and just have kind of been getting some plants here and there. I've got some seeds that I want to get started, and I have to stop myself and slow myself down, kind of pump the brakes a little bit, because that stuff has to happen after we get most of the inside stuff done first. So planning and having a list is going to help me eliminate that kind of bouncing all over the place and staying focused on what I want to get done first. So I am just going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to grab a pen, and we are just going to write down everything that I want to get done, and then I'm going to come up with a game plan on how I'm going to tackle it. Here's what I've got so far, and this is definitely, I'm pretty sure, going to be a running list, but this is a really good start. I've also made a to-do list for things that I want to get done today. So we're going to go into the laundry room, and I'll show you all the little areas. We'll kind of go through this list a little bit, but I'm going to go into our laundry room because I want to make sure that the table that I have in there right now is a huge disaster. So I want to tidy that up. I'll show it to you here in a second. And then we've got a garage table that also is a disaster. I've got some things in the back of my car that I need to take out. I need to water our front plants. Rob and I did a bunch of planting over the last few days. And let me tell you, it was not a project that we were supposed to do, but we just could not help ourselves. We went to Lowe's for, I don't even remember what it was that we went to Lowe's for, but we ended up with a bunch of plants. And it was just, we ended up planting everything. I have to make sure we go out there and water. I'll show that to you as well. And then I would like to make a video list. So at Christmas time, I actually use this calendar right here to plan out my videos with these sticky notes. And it worked really, really well. So I want to do something a little bit similar. I'm going to get a list going of the videos that I want to film for you guys, but it really helped me at Christmas time to stay focused on what it was I was recording and just staying organized in that whole process. So I want to do that again for all of these spring cleaning projects because, like I said, there are a ton of them. As it kind of happens here with me squirreling all of the things, getting sidetracked, we may bounce back and forth between inside and outside projects, but regardless, we will get it all done. One of the main things here is getting all of our kitchen cabinets clean, and we're going to wash all of our cabinetry, and then we're going to see if it needs to be, like, for example, right here, like you can see little nicks and things, and I'm not exactly sure if we can just restain. Some of this stuff is also just dirtiness, and it just needs to be cleaned. So if you saw in my last video, we refreshed underneath our kitchen sink, and absolutely love it. And even in that video, I said I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep the tension rod, but I definitely am. This has been a game changer. I love being able to hang these here. This is still on, so this worked really well. But I had washed this off, and so the towel that I used was so disgusting and gross. And I was like, oh my gosh, these cabinets are probably filthy. A lot of what is bothering me about these cabinets, hopefully, once I wash them and then maybe do some touch-up staining, we'll see. But anyways, that's a project that is coming up too. The other thing in our kitchen, our junk drawers, look at that. Hardly can open it. This needs to be cleaned out. This needs to be cleaned out. And underneath here, oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, I can't even look at it. So that's an area. Oh, the other thing is I went ahead and I did this cabinet, and then I did this cabinet as well. And this is perfect. This side, perfection. But this does not work for us, and I'm gonna need to rework some things because we use these plates way more than these plates, and it's a pain in the butt to pull them down. So I'm gonna need to somehow switch that, move things around, but that's gonna be a whole nother project because we have a lot of other cabinets that are going to need to be refreshed. I need to go through all of my pots and pans and see what's in here, what we use, maybe what we can get rid of. So I've been slowly de-junking, like a lot of these don't have lids, so we're gonna get rid of that. I have to redo all of this here, probably get rid of half of the tumblers that are in here because we don't even need all of that. Another refresh area, actually major clean out, I'm sure, is our pantry. So this is definitely going to be a video that is coming up soon. I've cleaned this out a bazillion times. And listen, if you don't keep up with it, it just, it's gonna get like this. You just kind of throw things when you're busy wherever it's going to fit. So that is going to be another project to be done. This is an area that I am trying to figure out. We will always keep this piece. We spent a crap ton of money on it when Rob and I actually didn't have a lot of money to spend on furniture, but I fell in love with this piece of furniture. I had to have it. We sacrificed for it. We worked really hard for it, and I love it. But this color just does not really work anymore, but I'm trying to figure out a way to implement it to where I can make it work. I might darken up the metal parts of it, and we'll see. I haven't quite decided yet, but definitely want to redo the top up here, simplify that. This is our table that we eat at most. Still trying to kind of figure this section out. But my thought, and I'll show you here in a second as well, I have a bazillion terracotta pots, and I found some inspiration that I'm gonna try and work into this centerpiece right here to possibly bring in some of that orange into this table, because that color just, it doesn't vibe with the rest of our house. So we're trying to figure that out. We're trying to work it out. But one of the spring cleaning things is to go through everything that is in here. I don't even know what is underneath here, and clear this off. This area, oh my goodness, this is a dump all. I often clean this, I often organize this, but it often ends up looking like this within just a couple of weeks, because this is just the most convenient place to dump things, because I can just shut the door and I don't have to see it. So I want all of this area to be my hobby room where I keep all my crafting things. Obviously there's a lot of crafting stuff here now, but a lot of that stuff I don't even use. This is a lot of things like in each of these baskets are things that I would have used when my kids were really little, like Play-Doh type things, clay things that I won't use anymore. So I got to go through all of that. That is going to be a project. Like we have glitter and all the things in there. So this is definitely going to be probably one of my biggest refreshes in here, and I cannot wait to do it. And then right here, we need to, you can see, like I had to get Neosporin out of there last night. I couldn't even open the door because we've got all of this stuff here. So we ended up just leaving it. It's things like this that, you know, over time, it just ends up looking like this if you don't take the time to actually do things. So I am going to, one of the projects that I have today is to just kind of go through all of this stuff. Anything that is like gardening related, I want to take outside. I have a raised bed that needs to be put together. I bought a dustpan, but there's just some project type stuff. These are just little planting trays to plant my seeds in. Lots of fun things. This right here actually is going to be used for the drawers in the kitchen. So that can probably go elsewhere, but this stuff can go outside, get it out of here. Also on that list, I had all of the bookcases and shelving, and that is these types of things right here. I have several bookcases throughout the house. I want to just style them up again. I want to restyle up all of everything here in this hutch too. So you can see there's just a lot of spaces that need reworking. This is something that needs to go into the pantry. So again, I have stuff kind of everywhere. This place is a mess. One of our big spring cleaning situations is definitely going to be this garage. Now, we have this greenhouse. I'm gonna pull out all of that stuff probably in the next week or two. I've got lots of potting things here. All of our tubers and seeds and such are all just kind of been right here. You can see my car trunk is open, so I need to pull things out of there. And like I said, I've just been kind of collecting things, putting things where I thought I might use them. This has been a hobby table that I've been using for the last week. I want to at least get all of my planting garden stuff out here, out of the laundry room, out of my house, so all of our gardening stuff is in one area. And then these are a bunch of the plants and flowers that I got over the last several days that we're gonna need to rework. And I got this queen palm for Kaylee. I'm going to Kaylee's house here in the next few days, and we are going to plant up her herb cart, which we got some herbs right here. And then Rob actually gave her a bunch of seeds, so she's gonna start some seeds too, but this is just all fun stuff right there. But all of this is just yard work stuff. We've got hibiscus in there. I got some hyacinth in here. We've got some gora in here, snapdragons, lots of fun little things. And then went to Hobby Lobby. I got a bunch of, obviously, terracotta pots. They were on sale. I couldn't resist because these are huge, and they ended up being less than $6. So that is an absolute win. The other thing is I got these hibiscus trees from our grocery store, and they are looking pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. However, I truly believe that we can kind of, you know, bring them back to life a little bit. I think hibiscus trees are absolutely gorgeous, and we're gonna put these guys in a pot, probably similar to that one right there, and we're just going to tend them and nurse them back to health. I got 3 of them. One is going to be right here, and the other 2 are going to go in the front of our house. And let me show you that. I'm going to put one right here in a pot and the other one right here in a pot. That is my vision. It might change. I'm not sure just yet, but I think that they would look really, really good here. It gets really, really windy here in Texas, and I'm not sure that they would survive that wind unless I get a really thick bottomed pot, which means that I can't use the terracotta. So we'll see. But that is just kind of my vision, is to have them on either side right here. But this is our plantings out front. Love how this came out. So we went ahead and put borders in here, which we love. It has transformed the front so much, and our game plan was to leave all of this as dirt, which obviously we could not do. We planted all of this stuff up and we worked until it was dark at night, but it was totally worth it. Here are some extras that we had. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the back with all of the other plants. We are going to be working on these beds as well. All that's going to happen probably not until mid-April, by the time we get back out here, because like I said, this wasn't even supposed to happen. This is my cleaning caddy. It is ready to go. Those are all of the cleaning products that I use most when I clean the house. So that I just keep in here just because right now that's the best place for it. I have some cleaning things here, which will eventually go on top of this. So here's my idea. I want to take the riser off of this washing machine. We ended up having to get a new dryer, which didn't match, and the riser that we had for the old dryer didn't fit. So we ended up just keeping this, but I want to go ahead and take that off. And then what I want to do is just have this be level here, and then I'll be able to store some of my cleaning products and things like that on top of the washer and dryer. I'm thinking just like one big piece of wood across the top of it, shelving kind of up here in the back. Anyways, we'll figure that out as when we get to this. But I've got lots of cleaning products that I do need to go through. We've got cleaning products in here as well. This area is good enough. I think it is very much more organized. Believe it or not, I know this looks very chaotic, very cluttered. We will declutter all of this when I do the laundry room spring cleaning, but for now this works for me. I have a tabletop here, so that's good. I do have painting stuff here which will eventually live in the garage, but we have been doing some touch-up paint which I have down here on the walls throughout the house, so I'm gonna keep that stuff in here for now. I've got all my spray paint in here because it was really cold outside, so that eventually also will live outside in the garage. I've got lots of my crafting stuff in here. Some gardening stuff like that needs to go out. You know, I might as well grab it because going outside is what we are doing next. But for now, like I said, this is good enough. We will get that decluttered when it comes time for that. And we'll go through all of this as well and just give this all a very big zhuzh up. It'll be fun to do this side of everything too. I've got all of our planting pots right here. We are keeping those just for future use if we need them. And I haven't decided if I'm going to start the Dahlia bulbs in here, or tubers here, or if I'm going to just direct sow them. We will see, haven't decided on that yet. But this is cleaned up, cleared off a little bit here. And then over here, this makes me so excited. So I wiped down the table. I've got everything kind of set up here. We've got some of our terracotta things here. These are probably the ones that I'm going to use first. We've got lots of Dahlia bulbs. And how do you guys pronounce it? Dahlia or Dahlia? I have heard it pronounced both ways, and I'm unsure of which one is actually correct. So anyways, comment below. Let me know what you think. But we've got so many. We've got the dinner plate mix here. This beautiful white perfection. Oh my gosh. And then we've got lots of different ones here. And then I've also got a bunch of seeds in here that I am going to start really, really soon. And like I said, this is a project to come soon. I am trying not to make this my main focus just yet because I really need to focus on the inside. But it is so exciting to know that all of this is here waiting for me. We've got the compost, we've got potting soil, we've got raised bed mix in here, we've got more compost down there, we've got all of our pots here, and we've got all of our plantings here. So excited, I cannot wait. I just brought these guys out from inside. How cute are these? These are gonna go on the back patio. And let's take a peek at what that looks like. Cannot wait for pool season. Coming soon. Cannot wait for it. So we had that awful freeze. It really, really hurt a lot of the things in our yard. So I pretty much have to start from scratch here. Also start from scratch here. And yeah, our yard definitely is going to need a lot of work. Really sad we lost a lot of things here and a lot of what was planted back there, but that's okay. What do you do? So this area, we have a power washer that we're gonna go ahead and scrub, get everything hosed down, scrubbed up. We've got a hibachi grill here that we're going to need to clean up. I've got my herb garden here, which this is so much fun. Love this. So we've got a lot of cleaning up to do back here. And again, project coming really soon. And really, these outside projects I am so looking forward to. They're gonna be a lot of hard work, but it is that satisfying kind of work where you can sit down, enjoy a glass of wine, and just sit back and enjoy freshly planted flowers and plants and all the things. So, you can see we have our work cut out for us over the next few weeks. And if I'm to be honest, I'm excited for it. So we've got our list here, all the things, and I'm gonna sit here for probably about 5-10 minutes, and I'm going to just write down on sticky notes just what videos I want to film for you guys and how I want to kind of plan it out so I have a posting schedule. I will promise to post as often as I can. I don't want to put that pressure on myself to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday through Friday like I did for the Christmas stuff. Just because I don't want to rush through things. I want to enjoy the process. I do like cleaning. I don't love it. What I love is that after feeling when it's all done. And I'm telling you, when you create a game plan and you have a list of things that you want to get done, and then you sit down and you prioritize that, and then you make a list of what you want to start with first and just work your way through it, it feels so much less stressful to do it that way. So, happy spring, I guess depending on when you watch this. And by the way, doing a list of things that you want to refresh, organize, declutter is helpful in any situation and at any time of year. You don't have to wait for spring to spring clean. It's a good reason to really dive in and deep dive into all of those projects that you've kind of been putting off a little bit. We are now off and running, and I hope that you are excited to get some things done around your house as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will absolutely see you in the upcoming videos. And if you like deep cleaning, let me know in the comments. If you are excited about spring, I want to hear about it because I love conversing with people who are as excited about the declutter and the organization as much as I am. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out. If you want to see upcoming videos and you want to get notifications, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.